Good morning, everyone. My name is Jared Mullins, and I will be going over the applications that we were working on in our technology class. The one that our group had picked was Groupme, and the first thing I will go over are the list of steps and the pros and cons of the setup. So for the list of steps, it's quite easy. Go to your Play Store or your iOS store, type in the search bar Groupme, and then simply download it. It's got a pretty high rating. It's got plenty of downloads. Once it's downloads, it'll be installed. I've already done that part. So then you'll just simply open your application. From here, I've already have one test group set up, but this is the steps to going through of how you will need to set one up for yourself. Just click this little blue button down in the bottom right hand corner, start group, and then you can just name your group whatever you wish. I name my group third grade class. Once your group has been created, you can add members as you see fit. You get the phone numbers from all the teachers and all the students who should have turned them in, and then you will you'll create your group. You simply just click that check mark in the top right corner, and then go back out, write in some sort of message, and then that message will send out to the entire class. From here, you can as well if you have every parent at least reply once at the very beginning, it helps the app itself accept them into it, so it just doesn't think you're spamming random people. Some of the pros for the setup process is it's really easy to download. It has a small application size. You don't have to have the app to receive messages from the group, so even if they don't want to download the app, but the parent still gave you their phone number, then if the teacher still wants to put out a message through the Groupme app, they will still be able to receive the message. And that is also a con, because maybe the parent doesn't want messages from the app. Well, then they're still going to receive messages if they turn in your phone number and you send messages out. So the only way for them to not receive messages from the Groupme app is they'd have to ask you to remove them from the app itself, which is pretty simple. You go into members, and from here you could remove them if need be. Our test group that we had already set up from our technology class for the process of what it's capable of doing. It's pretty much capable of doing whatever you need it to do. You have direct messaging, you have group messaging, which means you can send everything out to the entire class. You can upload pictures, videos, you can mute the entire group, you can label the group whatever you want. As you can see here, I have a picture of Dr. Culpepper in our class teaching. I uploaded that. There's also a quick clip right here of the class. You can't upload videos any larger than about 30 seconds long, but for most purposes, that's all you really need it for. So you can mute the group as I stated. So if you go in here, you click right there at the top right hand corner on that little 3-button icon. You click that, and then you can mute the group. That'll help you out if maybe you're tired of getting a lot of messages, parents are sending a lot of messages, and you're busy and you don't want your phone going off. You just go in and mute the group. That way it's not bugging you, but you'll still receive the messages. Now, some of the pros and cons to the whole processing is it is very easy to send messages to all parents at once. It's easy to reply. It's easy to send a direct message. So if there was a particular parent that I wanted to send something to, we'll say Michael here, I could just click right there, click on his name, and then send direct message, and then only him and I would be able to see what that message is. That's just a good way to get a hold of one. Another pro is you can mute all messages in the group, as I stated before. You can upload pictures and videos. Another good thing that you could do that I haven't used too much is you can go in, and if you click your icon in the calendar, you can set events. Maybe that's coming up. Maybe there's a PTO meeting, there's a parent-teacher night. You need to put a game in here for coaches. Whatever it may be, just add event, create the event, put the date and time that you want it for. You can create a poll. Do you want, maybe set the poll for what do you want your children to focus on this week and just see what the parents have to say. I don't know, something like that. Some of the cons is parents, students. If it's for students and you have it like in your coaching, or if it's the parents, they can spam it. We had Franklin in our group message test that theory. As you can see right here, he spammed it a lot just to test that theory. And there's no way around it if they're doing that unless you kick them from the group. If you don't have the app itself, you may get delay in the messages that you receive from a teacher. So if the teacher sent something out at 5 or a coach sent something out at 5 o'clock and you don't have the app, you may not actually receive that message till about 6 or 7 because of the phones and how they work. And you can't tack any post on at the top of the group. So I can't just tack a post in that would stay permanently into the message like you can, like in Remind Me. For the complications of the app, I think there's minimal complications. I think it's real easy to use. It is obviously easy to download. I went through the steps of how to set it up in less than 5 minutes. It'd probably take you less than 30 seconds to really go in and set it up. It's really easy to use. Has all the major capabilities that you need: picture, video, being able to talk to every parent or player depending on what you're using it for. So my response to it is yes, I would download it and I would use it for whatever purposes you need it for. Thank you for your time and have a good day.